My name is Iris Adler. I am a journalist. I've spent the last 40 years working in radio and television, but the major part of my career was in public radio, and my great love and passion is public radio and audio. I was a reporter, a host, news director, program director, um, and various other titles, all, I don't need to go on, at WBUR Radio, which is one of the two NPR stations in Boston. We produce hours of local news with a very robust newsroom, and we produced many national shows too, Here and Now and On Point, Only a Game. These were all national public radio shows that came from the WBUR newsroom. So it was a very satisfying career working in public radio. In my last few years in public radio, my then boss came to me and said, the landscape is shifting, the audience is shifting to these things called podcasts. This was probably 12 years ago. Um, I'd love you to just head up exploring the production of podcasts in the podcast space for WBUR. And I assumed at that point it would be perhaps, a third of my time or so, but the podcast platform grew so quickly, and the opportunities to produce really high quality, in-depth content on that platform was so appealing that we just sort of robustly got into it, and it became my entire job, which was joyful because it was getting out of the daily sort of grind and relentlessness of daily news and really being able to focus for sometimes a year, sometimes more, on a topic that required that much to sort of depth and reporting and producing. So I was very lucky to finish my career at WBUR doing that kind of innovative work. And I have continued since then, both working as a consultant with independents on podcasts. I teach podcasting in the journalism program at both Brandeis universities at Harvard Extension School. Um, and my other current passion right now is um, helping found and develop something called Brookline.news. We all know that there's really been the absolute death of local news around the country, and counterintuitively, a community like Brookline that is filled with a lot of sort of intelligent people who care a lot about policy and news, there had been no local news outlet. So a group of us launched Brookline.news just about a year ago, and uh, I'm very involved with their select board, with helping edit the weekly product, and as well doing special programming for them too. So that, in my sort of post WBUR life, has combined my passion for journalism and my passion for my hometown, which is Brookline.